Welcome to The Alternative with me, Jay Mohr. And like Joe Torre, we are taking it coast to coast. Here at The Alternative, you do not have to wear a suit to talk about sports. First up, this is what I know. She's a big dude, Tyra Banks. I was on that show. It's like taking a picture with Elton Brand. Poor little Martina Hingis retired from professional tennis after being accused of testing positive for cocaine at Wimbledon. It's kind of ironic that she got busted for coke while playing on grass. You know, we should have seen it coming. While she lost that last match, she just kept staring at the chalk lines like a Chinaman eyeing a math problem. During the press conference, Martina Hingis denied using cocaine, and rather than fight the charges, she retired. That's great. It's kind of like when I got a DUI and I refused to drive for 6 months. Nothing says innocence like apathy. Budweiser renewed its status as the official beer of the NHRA drag racing circuit. Let me repeat that. Budweiser is the official beer of drag racing. Is it really a good idea to have an official beer for a sport that requires you to drive upwards of 300 miles an hour? That's like Sesame Street, the official children's show for sex offenders. Twinkies, the official snack for diabetics. Or how about cocaine, the official drug of tennis? Actually, that one works. Tickets went on sale Saturday in Orlando for WrestleMania 24. That's right. You know, they've already brought in over $4.5 million in sales. Over 44,000 tickets were sold in an hour and a half. Wow. You know how you can tell if someone's a wrestling fan? They frame their GED. WrestleMania has less strategy than a dog chasing his tail. The good news is, during WrestleMania, you won't have to worry about fighting the crowds at Walmart. The bad news is there'll be no one at Walmart to check you out. WrestleMania 24? What, to solve all those unanswered questions from the first 23 WrestleManias? ESPN hockey analyst Barry Melrose had to apologize for his offensive comments while describing the New Jersey Devils' new arena in Newark, New Jersey. Melrose described it as a, quote, beautiful new building, but also said, quote, don't go outside if you have a wallet or anything else because the area around the arena is just horrible. Yeah, where's the offensive part? It's Newark. The only time it's okay to go to Newark is when you can't get a flight to JFK. I'm from New Jersey. Trust me, to refer to Newark as just horrible is a step up. Anytime Newark is in a sentence that doesn't include the words murder, stabbing, or stench, it's a good thing. Way to go, Newark. Somehow you got yourself in the same sentence as hockey. Joe Torre arrived in Los Angeles to take over the Dodgers. He would have been there sooner, but he was busy taking a dump on George Steinbrenner's porch. Anyway, what you know, gang? Don Rickles mailed that one in. Joe Torre says he's looking forward to the LA fans, the weather, and an owner who doesn't need orthopedic shoes for his cloven feet. Anyway, hey, since when did being a former Italian catcher become a prerequisite for managers? Joe Torre in LA, Joe Girardi in New York, Mike Scioscia in Anaheim. Hey kids, if you want to run a Major League Baseball team, start quoting The Sopranos and bathe in ragu. You're going to start seeing a lot of little leaguers catching with switchblade combs and a police record. No, those wacky Italians. Newark. Stay out of Newark, the Italians. You know what I mean? Lance Armstrong has been spotted making out with Ashley Olsen? What? Lance said he wasn't making out with her. He was just forcing her to eat like a mother bird feeding her young. Usually this is the point in the show where we would do our weekly moment with David Beckham. Now, as you know, I think soccer stinks. But when we mention David Beckham, people all over the world get in a lather. Since the Galaxy's regular season is over, we thought it'd be a good idea to just give Beckham a rest. But fear not, Becks, you are the first subject of a brand new segment we call the Bank Robber of the Week. Now they have kitty litter that changes color, so you know when to change it. You know, in case you don't smell it. All right, let's look at what our dear friend David Beckham has done for our beloved Los Angeles Galaxy football team. To earn his $50 million in salary, he played 252 minutes. Okay, that's 4 hours. That's a half day's work. How does he do it? He scored 0 goals, but he did take 8 shots. That's $6.25 million per shot. Way to go, Bex. You robbed a bank without even using a gun or your foot I like when people lose weight, but they don't lose their fat voices, like Kirstie Alley's like, thanks, Jenny Craig. Time to give out this week's game ball. This week, the honor goes to University of Kansas football coach Mark Mangino. You didn't earn this game ball, Mark, because you've taken the once laughable Kansas football program to a 9-0 record and a legitimate shot at a national championship. Oh no. We here at The Alternative are giving you this game ball for literally not exploding on the field. Have you seen this guy? To describe him as Jabba the Hutt would be a compliment. His belt buckle is a Kia. His team doesn't douse him in Gatorade after a win, they use gravy. This man is about one chicken leg away from bursting. This man is cartoon big. You know how in cartoons they stick an air pump in someone's mouth and they get bigger and bigger and bigger? I look at him and I think, I guess that's possible. He has an assistant whose only job is to fill in the divots when he walks the sidelines. He's big, I tell you. Mangino may be onto something. There's not an official out there who wants to throw the flag against the Jayhawks that will send him into cardiac arrest. Who would carry him off the field? They have to use the jaws of life just to get him off the team bus. Hey, Coach Mangino, we like your style, and we want you to be around a long time. When the season ends, we hope you get familiar with things like a championship trophy and a salad. Enjoy this game ball, just please don't eat it. This week's jockstrap goes to everyone who's giving their Final Four predictions already. The season just started. This is the NCAA. There are games to be played, injuries to be had, arrests to be made. That joke's for the Big East and UNLV. UNLV, lots of Italians. It's barely November, and you're telling me who's going to be playing the first week in April? And everybody's got an opinion. It's like I'm waiting for the next dead Tupac CD to give me his picks. You know, if everyone has this psychic ability, how about putting it to some good use? Why not pool all that power and tell us when the next wildfire will start? We'll send a dude with a bucket of water and an axe. I guarantee you the people whose homes are saved won't be bitching and whining about whether or not you think Memphis will be a number 1 seed. So all you prognosticators, seers of the future, and know-it-alls out there, this jockstrap is for you. But you probably already knew that it was coming in May. By the way, my picks are UCLA, North Carolina, Memphis, and Georgetown. I'm so out of it today. I went to Target, my red sweatsuit. Everyone's asking me what stuff it is. Remember what I just said about Final Four picks? Well, this is completely different. It's time for our weekly NFL picks with my lovely wife, Mrs. Nikki Cox Mohr. We're the only couple in Hollywood that ever had a wedding where it said Mohr Cox. All right, listen, my wife is 18 and 17 on the season. I'm at 16 and 19, and I'm sure you've noticed my wife is not here right now. Writer strike. All right, let's go to the games. First up, the Colts at the Chargers. Listen to me very carefully. I'm going to be perfect this week. I guarantee it. I'm going to be perfect, and I'm going to pick good games, and my wife's going to get the ones I don't pick because you're not going to see her in a Catholic school outfit. That's ridiculous. Okay, Chargers are playing. Who's playing? Okay, maybe I do need her. The Colts and the Chargers. It's the Colts. They're going to win by 9 points. Next, this is easy. I'm telling you, I'm going 5-0. Denver Broncos at the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs, all the way. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. The Broncos are, you know what? I'm taking it back. I'm going with the Broncos. Broncos are going to win with a backup quarterback. Minnesota Vikings at the Green Bay Packers. Let me think for a second. Adrian Peterson, Brett Favre. You know what? That guy on my website sent me a cheese hat. I forget his name. I'll say it on the air next week. Brother, I got the cheese hat. I'm going with the Packers. The Jacksonville Jaguars, and if your newscaster says Jaguars, he's an a-hole. There's no I in Jaguars. And there's no I in team, but there is a me. Jaguars at the Tennessee Titans. Huh? Who do I think is going to win? You know what? I'm going with the home team, Tennessee Titans. I'm telling you, I'm going 5-0. Cowboys at Giants, Cowboys. Don't even look at it. Eli Manning's like a baby boy, and it's just weird. Giants D is good. Cowboys are going to confuse Eli Manning. Just come on, don't worry about it. Check this out now. Remember, whoever has the best record at the end of the season will have to wear my wife's actual Catholic schoolgirl uniform. And if I do it, it won't be pretty. Actually, it might be kind of pretty. I've been hitting that Bowflex. You know what my 5-year-old said to me? Bowflex commercial? Daddy, you should get that. You can get all your muscles back. It's true. You know what? I'd like to be a stand-in at a porn set. That's all for this week. Hey, if you see Chad Pennington, tell him, hey, Chad, we both have the same playing time this week. We'll see you next time for an all-new webisode. Until then, screw the mainstream. Live better, work union.